Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the career and finance energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of December. Now Sag, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Sagittarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. And don't miss out on my Instagram. I do exclusive content there that you cannot find on YouTube, so definitely give me a follow on that platform. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. And now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, make sure everything is in view here. I like to do a 5-card spread for these career and finance readings. And then we'll take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. Put those right there. All right. And energy on the bottom, you have the 10 of Cups. Really nice energy here to find in the reading. So the 10 of Cups is this feeling of having all 10 cups overflowing. It's the last card in the Cups suit, and it says that you can expect to have some sort of emotional windfall coming in here for you. That could be, you know, a release of good energy, celebrating happiness, joy with others, joy with your family. It is a card in some respects of family. As this is a career and finance reading, I do like to say that the people on the bench here own the home behind them. And so for me, this is a card of abundance. And I do like to associate it with real estate specifically. So it could mean that some of you are taking a look at that. But it doesn't have to be real estate. The point in me saying that is it's really just about some level of abundance that's coming in for you, even if it's just like emotional fulfillment or emotional abundance in some way. So let me make sure everything is set up here. I think that looks just about good enough to me. But right away, in your overall message, you have the 10 of Wands. So this is a card of somebody like fighting an uphill battle, okay? This card can indicate that perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, weary from the battle. However, this person doesn't give up. And really the important message here with this 10 of Wands is each one of these wands, all 10 wands, represents experience earned or knowledge gained along the way, indicating that you know what you're doing. This is not your first rodeo. You are an experienced person in whatever sort of situation you find yourself in terms of your career. And it does indicate that there is more work ahead, but it's work that you're able to complete because you've done this before. You've seen it before. You have gone through the entire suit of wands with the Ace of Wands here, which is 1, all the way through to the 10 of Wands, the beginning to the end of Wands. And so I feel like if I'm putting this all together here in this sort of opening message, there's a career completion happening here for some of you. Although we don't have the World card, in this case, there's the completion of a project or the completion of something in your career here going on in this month of December. And I do feel like it's going to maybe even provide you with an opportunity to really release some level of joy, some level of celebration, happiness. This is your month, Sagittarius. So, you know, some of you celebrating in some ways. In the beginning of the month here, in the first week of December, you have the Ace of Wands. So this is a big card of, actually, this is my favorite card in the tarot. I don't think there's a better card for new beginnings other than maybe the Fool. This is all about some sort of passionate new beginning in enterprise. The Wands is the suit of enterprise, which is why I think it's important here that we see that we start off with the beginning Wands card and end with this 10 of Wands here. And so for some of you here, you're really getting a start in something with your career. I feel like actually there's been a flame that's been lit a long time ago for some of you with a project. Like I feel like the Ace of Wands can indicate side hustles, passion projects, turning passions into profits. It can indicate a gift from the universe or an invitation from the universe coming in for you. And I almost get the sense that there's been a project here that started, or a flame that was lit a long time ago, that's now sort of coming full circle here overall, because we have this 10 of Wands being completed, showing up here in the middle of the spread. So hopefully that made sense to you. Some of you maybe, getting news or new starts in career as well. But in the middle of the month, or towards the second week of December, you have the Hanging Man. So this card is all about letting go. It's cutting the cable and seeing what happens when you free fall. See where you go, see where you land when you cut the cable. And yeah, the Hanged Man really needs to make a sacrifice. They need to give something up to get something else. Interestingly enough, the Hanged Man's medicine is the Death card, which is the card that comes next, because right now the Hanged Man says that they are not really growing. They're staying where they are. They're staying suspended in air. And so for some of you, I almost feel like the key to completing this Wands cycle here is going to be dropping the expectation of knowing exactly how something is going to play out. Okay, it's impossible to do that. Things almost never play out the way we think they are. And that's something that the Hanged Man needs to learn in their journey through the tarot, right? And so moving forward here in the third week of December, or the back half of December, you have the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling or fluctuating wealth. Potentially some of you getting ready to have a positive change or a positive increase in your financial situation. This can also indicate weighing decisions or options here with this Two of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you are going to also recognize with this 10 of Wands in the middle that it's like, you know what, I don't really want to struggle anymore to get my needs met. I'm done doing that. And I feel like for some of you, if you're in a situation where you're not passionate, like this Ace of Wands, some of you are just going to move on. And that's what I'm getting here. To wrap out this month, you have the Four of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is potentially hanging on to their pentacles a little bit too tightly, as you see here. There are really two ways you can go with this Four of Pentacles. One, it can mean like penny pinching, or thinking that there's never going to be any more left. Like if you spend money, like in your mind thinking I'm never going to be able to recover this. The medicine in that case is to really recognize that the universe is an infinitely abundant place. And the other way to look at the Four of Pentacles is it can mean financial stability, as it is a four. And so with the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, some of you could be making moves that increase your stability, increase your financial stability. But let's go ahead and see what we get when we clarify here. So you have the Nine of Swords. Some of you are overwhelmed and overworked, tired, weary, struggling. Your work could be affecting your sleep in some way here with this 10 of Wands for sure. And so I would just say, if you're like in that scenario, to maybe take a look at that. You have this Justice card. This is the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in one direction or the other. By default, it's in your favor, but it really is based on the choices you've made up to this point. Have you acted with integrity? If you have, the Justice card is a very good card. If you have not, it can be a warning shot. And with this Ace of Wands Hanged Man, are you staying where you are too long? Because you have this 11 into 12, Justice into Hanged Man. Do you need to make some changes? Is the flame here that was lit a long time ago with this Ace of Wands now beginning to burn out? That's the question. You have this Five of Wands as well. More Wands energy here, which is enterprise. It makes sense. This is potentially a conflict that may be going on internally for you around money with the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So let's go ahead and continue clarifying this and even more. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Really appreciate you being here. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius, sorry. I almost said Scorpio. Very much appreciate you being here, Sagittarius. And also check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So let's see what else we get here. Okay, so we had these three cards that did not come with the deck when I picked the deck up, so we're going to take these. So you have Temptation. Okay, that's the Devil. You have Patience and Planning. And you have Triumph and Victory. Okay, so this situation is going to clear. The Triumph and Victory card is the Ace of Swords. That is the feeling of having the clouds in the background clearing. making way for a mental breakthrough or making way for something good to come in for you in your life. It's a new beginning as well. So we now have two aces here with the Ace of Wands and the Triumph Success card. So something good coming in. The Temptation card, the Devil, is a shadow. And with the Justice card, it does say, are you dipping into lower energy? Like, are you gossiping? Are you dipping into fear? Are you dipping into scarcity mindset? Because with this Temptation card, it's saying you have a chance to work through this right now, Sagittarius. This could be your opportunity to, sorry for bumping the camera there, this could be your opportunity to really nip that in the bud, if you will, and see what you can do to work through those feelings, those shadows at this time. Lastly, you have this Patience and Planning, which is the Seven of Pentacles. That's an incredibly good card. It's long-term investments paying off, big success. Some of you maybe have an investment here. Maybe it's a home, maybe it's something else, but it's the investment you've made a long time ago, whether that's simply in yourself or in an actual asset, does look very good for you as you move forward. Lastly, you have these this Heart card and the Heart chakra and the Spiritual Union. So potentially reaching out to a business partner here with the Spiritual Union card. That's the Two of Cups. This is not a love reading, so keeping it on brand here. The Spiritual Union card could represent business partnerships. The Heart chakra is all about potentially emotional releasing for some of you. Really, on another level, maybe just tapping into your heart space and asking your heart what you need, what it wants to tell you around a job or a situation. You have this Four of Cups, discontent and boredom on the bottom. So we have this Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. I feel like some of you, the flame has died for some of you. I get the sense that some of you are ready for something new. I do feel like it's keeping you up late at night here with this Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands. Let's go ahead and see what else. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, I guess we're going to take this as well. This one dropped. Okay, so you have this Marriage card. Interesting. So we have Great Fortune, False Person, Main Male, Occupation, and Coffin. So I never foretell death or dying in my readings, so the Coffin card to me is an ending. Some of you moving to something that's much more enjoyable in your life. Man, the glare on these cards is a little bit challenging to see. Some of you moving to something that's just simply more enjoyable. And I feel like this could represent you leaving for a higher paying job, as you have the Great Fortune card. This is a card I always want to see in a career and finance reading. It's a major change in your money situation or your material situation. There is maybe a gossiper here with the Justice card and the False Person. With the Hanged Man's influence, you're going to let go of that person. By the way, the Occupation and the Great Fortune card is the author's self-employment combination. So I do feel like maybe some of you are starting a business, especially as you have the Ace of Wands, which is about side hustles, doing self-employment. Marriage, you're marrying your skills and your disciplines with another or just for yourself. And you have counterparts here with main female and main male showing up on the deck. So feel like maybe some of you finding a business partner or somebody that can help you in that way. Very much appreciate you being here. Really appreciate everybody who's been watching my videos this entire 2021. Thank you so much. Check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Hopefully this was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.